Hello everyone and welcome to the webinar Avoid Company Name Hiccups Before Setting Up a Company. My name is Chital, Senior Support Team Member, and I will be your host for today's webinar. Before we get started, I would like to provide some important information. I have uploaded a handout which can be downloaded and saved on your system for your ready reference. If you have any questions, they can be submitted anytime in the question box on the webinar's control panel, and I will answer them at the end of the webinar, or you can email them at chital@trustdeed.com.au and I will answer them at the earliest. We receive a lot of queries from our clients relating to the company name, and we thought it would be helpful to have a webinar on this topic. Without further delay, we'll start with our webinar. In this webinar, we'll talk about what are the basic requirements for registering a company name with ASIC, restrictions that apply to company name, when can a company be registered with name identical to your already registered business name, how can you check whether your company name is available with ASIC or not, how to reserve a company name, and benefits of using our website. Choosing a company name is very important and tricky part in company registration process. For the first timers, it is like a nightmare. There are specific legal issues to be considered before you decide on the company name. Before you proceed with company registration, you must have a basic knowledge of the requirements and restrictions that apply to company name. First, we'll have a look at the requirements and then move on to the restrictions. Section 148 of the Corporations Act 2001 states that the company name must always include the legal elements and show its legal status. For proprietary companies, the company must include the word proprietary or its abbreviation PTY in its name. The company name must also reflect the liability of its members, unless the members' liability is unlimited. So a company name must indicate whether the liability of a member is limited or unlimited or has no liability whatsoever. So, if the liability of company's members is limited to the amount unpaid on their shares, the company name must end with word proprietary limited or its abbreviation. If the liability of members is unlimited, the company name will only end with the words proprietary or its abbreviation. So by looking at the company name, we know what is the company type and what is the liability of the members of the company. In case of proprietary company limited by shares, company name will end with words proprietary limited or PTY Ltd. In case of proprietary company with unlimited liability, company name will end with words unlimited proprietary or PTY. In case of public company, company name will end with words limited or Ltd. And in case of no liability company, company name will end with words no liability or NL. You can set up proprietary company limited by shares on our website. You are just required to fill up an online company registration application and lodge it with ASIC online. You'll receive your company documents instantly along with the ACN and certificate of registration of the company. I'm sure that you'll find our online company registration application very simple and easy. While filling up the company registration application on our website, you have an option to choose one of the combinations of the legal elements mentioned in the slide. That is PTY Ltd, PTY.Ltd. PTY.Limited, PTY Limited, Proprietary Ltd, Proprietary Limited. Well, after having a look at the essentials for company name, let's have a look at the restrictions that apply to company name, which may result in rejection of your company registration application. Section 147 of the Corporations Act deals with the company name and provides when the company name is available or not available or would require ministerial consent. These restrictions that apply to company name are: a company name cannot be identical to already registered company name or business name, and it must not be prohibited under the Schedule 6 of Corporations Regulations, and should not be misleading or deceptive. We'll have a brief look on these restrictions in the next slides. Let's have a look at the first restriction, which says that a company name cannot be identical to already registered company name or business name. If your proposed company name is similar to an existing registered company, then you cannot register your company with that name and must choose a new, different company name. This restriction is for obvious reasons. Two companies cannot be formed with identical name, or a company cannot be formed with the business name owned by another person. You may be wondering, what does identical name mean? ASIC considers a name to be identical if it is too similar to an existing registered name once white space and certain characters are removed. It also considers plural form of any word. Examples here will help you to understand the concept of identical names. Change mode and change mode are identical names. Just the white space between the words have been removed. Jerry and Mary are identical names, as word and have been replaced by ampersand sign. Dollar shop and dollar shop are identical names. Use of symbols instead of word. Carol Emporium and Carol's Emporium are identical names, as Carol's is plural form of Carol. So we now know what identical names are. There is, however, an exception with regard to company name identical to business name. You can have a company name identical to already registered business name provided that business name is owned by you but under certain circumstances. When the business name is owned by an individual, that individual has to be a director or member in the proposed company. Where the business name is owned by a company, that company must be a member in the proposed company. Where business name is owned by a partnership or joint venture, each of the partners must be director or members in the proposed company. Where the business name is owned by a trust, each of the trustees must be a director or member in the proposed company, and a copy of the trust deed must be provided to ASIC. This example will provide you a better understanding of this provision. If business name ABC is owned by a partnership firm and a company is to be registered with the name ABC Pty Ltd, all the partners of the partnership firm have to be directors or members in the proposed company ABC Pty Ltd. Now that you have understood how to register company name with already registered business name, your next question will be how to inform ASIC if the company name is identical to business name. While filling up the company registration application form, that is Form 201, you must inform ASIC whether the proposed name is identical to already registered business name or not. In such scenarios, you will be required to provide certain information to ASIC, that is the ABN, that is Australian Business Number, if the business name was registered after 28 May 2012, or if the business name was registered before 28 May 2012, you will be required to provide the state or territory of business name registration and the registered business number. How does ASIC process such company registration application? When company name is identical to already registered business name, ASIC will manually review such application to check whether the business name holder and the proposed company have connection or not. If they are satisfied that the owners of business name and company are same, they would approve the application. If ASIC is not satisfied with the ownership of the name, they would reject the application. ASIC time frame for manual processing is 48 hours, but they are usually faster and take an hour or two during business days, either to approve or reject the application as the case may be. For companies lodged after office hours or on holidays and which are marked for manual processing, these applications are usually processed on next working day. If you apply for company registration through us, you'll receive an automated email from us stating that the company application has gone for manual processing along with the reason for the same. You will also receive an update about the application in case of approval or rejection of application by ASIC. You can also view your company registration application status on our website by logging in into your secured page with your username and password. Once you have logged in, you'll be able to view reason for the company application going for manual processing. Let's move to another restriction applicable to company name, that is, prohibition under Schedule 6 of Corporations Regulations. There are certain words and phrases which cannot be used in company names without the approval of specified minister or government agency. Words that cannot be used include building society, trust or trustee, university, ANZAC, bank, chamber of commerce, and chartered, and so on and so forth. There are many restricted words for company name, and it is difficult to mention all of them in this webinar. You can have a look on ASIC guidelines for the restricted words for the company name on the link provided in the slide. You also cannot use words suggesting a misleading connection with government, the royal family, or an ex-service service organization. These restrictions make sure that company's name does not mislead people about its activities. ASIC also refuse to register certain names if they are considered offensive or suggest an illegal activity. Now you know what things to consider when deciding on the company name. After you have decided on company name, first step in company registration process will be to check whether the company name is available or not with ASIC. Many of our clients do not check the company name availability, which eventually results in rejection of their company registration application and causing lot more hassles for them. You can check company name availability on ASIC website or on our website trustdeed.com.au. This slide have image of our website where you can check company name availability. Once you are on our website, roll over your mouse on the company registration tab and click on company registration from the drop-down list. This will take you to check company name availability facility. You need to enter the proposed company name and click on check availability button. This will help you to know beforehand whether your company name is available or not, or will go for manual review. This will save you a lot of time and trouble later. What if you don't have a proposed name for your company? Section 148 of Corporations Act 2001 provides that a company may use available name or ACN as its name. While registering a company with ASIC, applicant may choose a name for a company. If the name is not chosen and specified in the application for registration of the company, the ACN, that is Australian Company Number, assigned to the company will be the name of the company. ACN has a unique 9-digit identifier and will be used in coexistence with your chosen legal elements as the company name. Say that your ACN number is 123456789 and the legal elements you choose when registering your company were Pty Ltd. Then your company name will be 123456789 Pty Ltd. Now we move on to company name reservation. Section 152 of the Corporations Act provides for reservation of a proposed company name using the prescribed form 410 for application for reservation of a name and lodge it with ASIC together with a lodgement fee of $46. So if the applicant wants to have a particular company name for his company but is not ready to register the company yet and is worried that the company name will be taken away by someone by the time he is ready. In such scenario, company name can be reserved with ASIC for a period of 2 months and the person can register the company with the reserved name when he is ready for company registration. Extensions can be made for company name reservation for further 2 months period by lodging another form 410 and paying an additional fee before the expiry of the original reservation. If further extension is required, a letter explaining the reasons for the extension is to be submitted to ASIC. Form 410 may be lodged in person at an ASIC business center, by post, or can be lodged online. Now we will have a look on what information is required by ASIC for company name reservation. The required information for company name reservation is the proposed name of the company which is to be reserved, the type and class of company, the name and address of the applicant, and the purpose of the reservation of the name. This is the information that is required when you make the company name reservation application. If you wish to extend the company name reservation period, the required information is the reservation number allotted by ASIC at the time of the first reservation and the reason for the extension. We come to the next topic which is very important, that is application for company registration. Many of you will know how to register a company with ASIC, but for the ones who are new will benefit from this piece of information. Application for company registration is done by filing Form 201 with ASIC along with ASIC fees of $463. You can lodge company registration form directly with ASIC or by using services of ASIC approved register agents like us. When you lodge Form 201 directly with ASIC, you will have to file form in paper and mail them. On registration of company, you just receive certificate of registration of your company, and the process is very time consuming and complicated, especially for the first timers. The other way of company registration is by doing it online by using the services of ASIC approved register agents like us. Let's have a look at the benefits of using our website. We are an ASIC register agent and our registration number is 26943 and we are approved by ASIC to register companies in Australia on behalf of them. While using our services, you just have to fill an online company registration form which will not take longer than 20 minutes. And you will receive an entire set of company and corporation documents which include certificate of registration, constitution, minutes, company registers, consent letters and share certificates. Our website is daily used by many accountants and legal professionals across Australia. You can register your company anytime, anywhere, 24/7 on our website. The procedure to register a company online is very user-friendly, fast, efficient, and easy. You just have to complete your application by answering cleverly designed structured questions provided with clues and explanations. You will receive company registration documents by email instantly, and they are also stored on our website for your easy access from anywhere, anytime, which is protected by your username and password. You also get assistance with your application by our professional staff on call and chat. So doesn't it sound great? Well, it does. That concludes our webinar for today. If you have any other questions, please email them to me on chital@trustdeed.com.au and I will try to answer them as soon as possible. We have recorded this session for you and we will email you the link of the recording. I hope you really enjoyed today's webinar. Thank you so much everybody, and we hope to see you soon again in the next webinar. Bye. Have a great day.